Welcome to the Business Acumen, Session 9 Employees Make the Best Businessmen. Last week in the Session 8, we discussed about sustaining a successful business and growing it. The objective of this program is to create a workforce that generates opportunities continuously. This is being brought to you by METL Global Perspectives, www.metl.in. Employees are knowledge repository. An organization requires its employees to work in a coordinated manner and deliver outcome. Over time, these employees specialize in functions or in managerial and leadership positions in the organization. They are the body of knowledge and, as discussed earlier, have the employee mindset. Over time, as they retire or exit, a huge potential is lost. This is the potential about harnessing their years of experience and intellect for further growth of the business. Can this be done? Is that a possibility? Small organization, large organization. A large organization has many advantages like ease in raising capital, huge pool of knowledge, ability to influence government decision making, and wherewithal to handle complex issues. Small organizations are unable to do these and get caught up in operations. They thrive in expertise. Very often, the small business owner is the owner-manager kind of a person who's running the show as well as managing the show. Now here comes the possibility of synergy and the hub and spoke model that we had spoken of earlier. How can a large organization and a small organization get integrated? Can the small organization provide the drivers of further growth to the large organization? Can the large organization help the small organization grow bigger and help itself in the process? These are aspects to be explored, and how to do it. Integrating value chain with capability. The employees can be developed to take active part in the value chain and create new possibilities. The large organizations have to develop the employees over time to carry out such activities. Employees need to have cross-functional expertise to wear the hat of a businessman and integrate the vendor value chain with the organization. Depending on the criticality of the vendor, operational and financial integration can be carried out. Now, we have known of the business value chain with primary activities and the support activities. The question here is that through the expertise that is generated, can the small organization and the large organization get integrated and create new possibilities, different opportunities? Can the small organization be the growth engine for the large organization or efficiency enhancer? There are various ways to look at it. New business, ex-employees driven. Deep expertise of employees or partners, if leveraged well, can give rise to enormous opportunities. Here are a few examples of a former employee or an associate going on to create a new business opportunity. Like, Flipkart was started by ex-Amazon employees. Could Amazon have leveraged on and helped them and taken stakes and therefore grown with that? Possible. Infosys was started by ex-Putney employees. McDonald Corporation evolved from the employees of McDonald's brothers. Dr. Reddy's Labs started by an ex-IDPL employee. Walmart was started by an ex-JCPenney employee. All of these employees saw something which was missing in the business model where they were working. They then created this new entity. So it's important for organizations to see, can they leverage their employees' capability, and instead of these employees starting totally afresh, can they help them in some way and have a financial stake or some kind of a arrangement with these organizations as well? Instead of ignoring them, can they nurture them? 5 steps to convert employees to businessmen. All of these were possibilities of the organization retaining their employees and scaling up along the idea of the employee. What can an organization can do to make this happen? There are 5 steps. Step 1, develop a hub and spoke way of working in the supply side and on the demand side. Step 2, skill up employees in cross functional manner with deep understanding and hands on experience of running a business. When I'm saying cross functional, it's not only about understanding what the function does, but also across the value chain so that the employees do go to the vendor side, the employees do go to the customer side. Step 3, provide regular opportunities to employees to set up, launch, and operate a business profitability. Now, if this happens over time, these employees will shape up their own perspectives. They might fail a few times, but then with experience, they will know what to do. Step 4, build the mindset of a director and stewardship in the employees. And step 5, transform yourself to an idea company. This, I believe, is a very, very crucial step, the step 5. Leveraging deep expertise. Then, a few carefully groomed and willing employees can become the source for the future of the organization. While an employee seeks security and provides expertise in lieu of financial returns, the same can be made into good business opportunity by developing the employee over time to become a businessman with deep expertise. This is a very good combination for any organization that wants to grow and is constrained due to non-availability of time of the existing management team. These employee-guided businesses should be outside of the organization so that they can benefit from the association but not get stopped by the way the large organizations work. Large organizations need to have predictable financials which they are giving out to the stock market or to their banks and all. But when it comes to a startup or a new enterprise, they are not governed by these norms. They are governed by the ability to create an opportunity and scale that up. These are two different metrics and therefore they need to be kept separately and treated separately. Employee, the best businessman. Once employees are able to overcome the employee mindset and are provided with necessary financial security, they become the best businessmen. These employee turned businessmen have the benefit of deep expertise but lack the ability to take risks. A lot of this risk that we are talking, this can be carried out by the company and taken over by the company, literally the large enterprise which can support, whereas a lot of this capability of the employee can be harnessed. So a large organization also has resources idling or not utilized to their full capacities. These employees turned businessmen can do this kind of thing and ride on those resources rather than creating anything new or taking anything new. Changing mindsets of employees. A key dimension of a business is the element of risk coupled with long-term vision. Due to the way employees are educated and inducted in businesses, they develop a time and task based orientation and not the ability to take risk. The time bound nature of thought comes from the retirement day concept firmly etched in their minds. Therefore, the employee thinks about life before and after retirement and his actions are aligned accordingly. They do not think of using their capability, leveraging their expertise. They see the retirement as a cut-off date till which their expertise was valued and after which their expertise is not being sought by the organization. So this is a kind of a thinking process which needs to be changed, and if the employees over a period of time can evolve and come out of it, the organization can then leverage on the new thought processes of these employees and create synergies based on expertise and resource sharing. Employees as growth engines. Business continuity concepts are limited to top management and business owners. Employees with the potential to become good businessmen can become the new growth engines for an organization. These growth engines can work along the value chains, or they can work along the construct of adjacencies or disruptive innovation. Since these employees know the way work is done, and if they can see a new way in which it can be done in a better manner, they can actually induce a lot of efficiencies in the system. I know of an organization where batch processing of the furnace of the ceramics into the furnace was happening. This was giving rise to a lot of defects. One of these employees, who was the R&D head, when he went to an exhibition, he saw microwave technique being used. He then came back and kind of worked with a vendor and developed this new way of creating the ceramics through a microwave based ovens rather than the batch processing. The price differed, of course, there was an investment that needed to be made, but then the rejects went down substantially. So here is an employee who had created so much of value for the organization. And these kind of employees who have got this such ideas are the ones who need to be retained. And these are the employees who are the future growth engines, whether it be from the operational efficiency, whether it be from the disruptive innovation or from continuous innovation. One can look at it how to leverage, but they are the growth engines, and an organization that is smart leverages on them. Think about it. What are your thoughts at this point? What do you need to know more about? What do you need to do? How do you integrate the employees in your external business value chain? How do you retain the expertise after retirement or before? How many of your employees have turned into businessmen? Do you track this? Do you at all try to track this metric? Questions. Who is responsible for generating opportunities from employees? Is your business ready for sustaining over the years? Is your business an idea business? Do you leverage your employees' expertise after they retire or to set up new businesses? How many of your employees have turned into businessmen? Think about it and reach out to me if needed at saugata@metl.in, or you can WhatsApp me at 9966027808. With this, we will then have the last session. That's the session 10, Guts Needed. I hope you are enjoying it and look forward to hear from your end.